get my character sheet.
Yeah, I'm still not getting my character sheet.
Huh.
Yeah, it might be a visibility thing.
See if I can see Josh's.
Yeah, you should
And
be able to.
let's see if I can see anybody else's. No. Yeah, I can access Brainard's, but I can't access anybody else.
Huh. That's interesting.
Hey, Brainard, can you access mine?
Okay. All players.
Please stand by for technical
Yeah,
difficulties.
exactly.
Sorry, guys. Not when I'm trying to roll something.
Exactly. How about now? I don't know.
Let's see.
Show the players?
No?
No, show to players pops it up on my screen.
Okay. And you still can't see it.
No,
That's
I still
weird.
can't see it.
What do I do? I have no idea what to do about that.
If you go back to the main screen, if you wanna
I'm currently reloading it.
if you wanna make me an assistant GM for a few minutes, I'll see if I can't figure it out.
How do I do that?
I'm just reloading my screen again to see if the changes get made.
If you log out of Roll20 on the game sheet, you'll see like the list of players on the right hand side, and if you right click it, there'll be a promote to game master option.
Okay. There we go.
Alright, guys, I don't mean to break things, I swear I don't.
No, this is what's weird. Because I changed the settings for your sheet
see, I can see
because
yours.
of the visibility issues.
But what's really weird is I can see Brainard's.
Yeah, I changed his.
What did I do? Am I logged in as you somehow?
Yes.
Oh, that's why.
Now you can see his sheet.
No, okay, well, maybe not.
Very good.
If you're logged in as him, then that's why. Then I'll
I'm really sorry. In my defense, he logged into my Roll20.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll go out here and I'll.
You can
I
make me
warned
just a player then.
Yep, there we go. Okay,
Perfect.
I warned you guys that I have Jam Tech in reality.
that's fine. Okay, I'll start the intro stream, the intro video. Alright, welcome back everyone. We are back with session 15, can you believe it? Of the Raven's Purge campaign. That's we're Session 15, guys. How did we get here? We're here now. It's pretty cool. After a break for Christmas, and I wasn't feeling too well 2 weeks ago. I think it was one of those seasonal flu things. So there we go. Let's introduce everyone. Starting on the left on my screen, we have Josh.
Hey folks, Josh LaPointe, and I'm playing Braynar, the half-elf sorcerer.
Hi guys, I'm Jessica LaPointe, and I'm playing Frida, the Bloody Demon Slayer, the Wolfkin Fighter.
I'm Chris, and I play Soren, the I don't actually have a nickname. Human hunter.
I'm Michaela. I play Big. Big means small, but she's got a large mouth.
Indeed. And a silver tongue, some would say.
Big personality.
Yes. Mike B is not with us presently. He had the worst possible start. Well, maybe not the worst possible start, but it's definitely a bad start of 2021. We wish him the best of luck. Maybe he will be able to join us later tonight, but he did say that he might not be able to. And, I'll just hope that things resolve themselves quickly and speedily for him. And Darth-3 life can sometimes suck. But, that's where we're at. Also, as always, I'm going to give a shout out to Hellhag Productions that have done the overlays and much of the graphics that we have. And the audience should know, and those who have watched before will, but any new viewers out there, this show is rated R. This Forbidden Lands is essentially fantasy meets Western, and it is a gritty, brutal world where there is a lot of cruelty in all sorts of ways. And I usually say this is my take on it. I don't know if the good people at Free League would agree, but I usually say that this is kind of like if Quentin Tarantino had directed Django or The Hateful Eight. Those kinds of moments and that level of brutality certainly happens in this world, and that's where we will be. So be warned then, and use discretion. Last session, what did we do? It's a month ago, session 14. You traveled towards the Stoneloom Mines, did we not?
I believe we were camping just outside the mines. We got about that far.
Yeah, we had gotten to the mines just as the sun was starting to go down, and thought we should probably rest it before investigating.
You traveled from Reddale through the forest, and you can even see on the map. There we go. The white sort of path, the little footsteps that I made there. That was the path you traveled last session, and on the way to the Stoneloom Mines, you did in fact meet a troll that was out and about in the middle of the night and tearing up the forest, and you managed to defeat it, vanquish it. Before that, there was a small altercation with some orcs of the Roka clan, not Urhur orcs at all. They were chasing a couple of runaways, and Frida settled that with a duel.
Yeah, I literally fought for somebody's freedom.
You did fight for somebody's freedom, and that did not go well for the orc who challenged you at all. So that was the two major, I think, encounters of last session.
Didn't we find the little girl and her mother last session too?
You did. They were camping outside of the Stoneloom Mines, and they talked about how the little girl had found a new playmate or something, apparently.
Yes. I made her a toy.
You
Yeah,
did,
nothing creepy there at all.
No.
Not whatsoever.
So now we'll see if the Stoneloom Mines are haunted by demons or haunted by ghosts or not haunted at all. It might just be completely straightforward and a big anticlimax. You find everything and just go home.
I want to vote for option 3.
Well, if this was a democracy, etc., etc.
What? I want to see if ghosts are tasty.
How do you eat it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyhow.
We all know Frida would find a way.
If you can eat griffin, I suppose you can eat a ghost. Anyhow, the way you had camped in the mountains before going to the Stoneloom Mines, and then you used a quarter day to trek to the actual Stoneloom Mines. So we finished up with, it was about noon. It had been raining a lot. It was, and this is up in the mountains. It's cold. It's kind of nasty with the wind. You'd been sheltering because of the pouring rain the day before. But now the rain has lightened up a lot. It's much more of a drizzle, if you will. Of course, this being in the mountains, it's misty. It's because you're high up above the forest. You can see it far away from up here. And Ulm, that dwarf that you have been traveling with, had found the path to the Stoneloom Mines themselves and led you along it. And you could see the front gate of the Stoneloom Mines. And let's see now. There we go. Now let me take you to that map.
Just quickly, did we do XP for last session?
I did update the character sheets, and I did send it out to you guys. You should have, I think you got 4 or 5? I think you got 5, because you invoked your pride, and it didn't really work.
Yeah.
I think I got 5 too. Sorry, Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it's added to my sheet, because I think I had 6 at the end of last session. But
yeah, no, go ahead and add. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
I may have to go through and conceptually rebuild and see. I know I had more than 1, so.
Indeed. Needless to say, this is not really a time to spend those XP.
No.
So there it is. A narrow path up a flight of winding stairs. You can see the doors of the mines, and one is just lying there on the ground. The other is still sitting on the hinges, but the hinges are sort of twisted.
Does it look like does it look like something with force worked on the doors, or does it look like just natural time and age has kind of caused the door to fall?
Could very well be. Ulm has told you guys about this mine a little bit before, and he's still standing there with you. This place used to be mined before the Blood Mist came. So it's literally centuries. At least 3, possibly 4 centuries since anyone was here and doing that kind of work.
Okay. Well, we still got like half a day or so until we have to camp. Do we want to set up a base camp and then go into the mine, or do we want to go into the mine and then set up a camp when we come out?
Why don't we set up a base camp and then go into the mine? Or at least set up a base camp maybe at the beginning of the mine? Like near the door? Can we do that?
And then maybe we can have Celestial Passage keep an eye on the base camp while we go forward to explore.
Agreed. We all have torches, do we not?
You do. You do also have horses, of course, and it will be difficult to get them up the entire stair. Not impossible, of course. Horses can get up stairs.
I would feel more comfortable probably lassoing the horses at the end of the stairs, maybe. In case there are some nasties inside the cave and then they're not going to get eaten on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, why don't we set up like our base camp at the kind of the bottom of these stairs here?
Yep.
And then that way everybody knows if we get separated or if things go pear-shaped, everybody knows where to regroup.
I'm putting out Ulm there as well.
I
You
agree.
also have Mog with you, and Mog will offer to guard the horses for you. She's not really been mandated to go into the mines by the Queen.
I am much
it
more
is
comfortable leaving Mog and Ohm in the camp. Less people I have to try and keep alive.
Ulm will kind of look at you. I'm here looking for my kin, you know.
Well, it also could be beneficial of taking along because of the fact that he would probably know these mines, would you not?
Not these mines. None of our kin have been here. That's the whole. Our quest was to explore the mines and see if they can be reclaimed by our kin, but and our clan. But
Pardon the ignorance, but isn't a mine a mine? Like, wouldn't you know at least some more information, I guess, about it than
oh, you
such
mean
as
that?
myself?
Yes. Well, I know of our habits and our traditions, of course. Yes.
Well, I mean, the advantage of bringing Om along is every time you go into mines, you should have a canary.
I'm your big, fluffy, toothy canary, darling.
Ulm is kind of.
Oh no, the canary dies when there's danger to warn everybody else.
Ulm takes a firmer grip on his crossbow. No, not planning on dying anytime soon here, human.
Also,
Okay.
I eat danger for breakfast, quite literally.
Alright. So, Umalong?
Mhm.
Umalong?
Sure.
Apparently.
Ulm is quite eager to get going, actually.
All right.
Did
Big,
you?
you still have that bow that I gave you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Just in case things go poorly, you have a way to defend yourself, right?
Words speak louder than most actions, but yes, I do.
Okay.
Maybe we should update your sheet accordingly, Michaela. What was that? The bow?
Yeah, at a certain point, I'd given I think it was just a short bow to her and Celestial Passage because we picked up some extras along the way.
It's ranged. There we go. Okay.
And yeah, I think we all have torches. I know I do. I know Frida does.
Yep, and torches, they will light up to near range, which is really just a couple of steps. So I'm going to count like 2 grid squares around you for that.
All right, let's go see what sort of beasties are here.
I can also tell you that Celestial Passage, of course, since unfortunately B isn't here, but you will want to know that he is able to cast the Lightbringer spell, which also functions kind of like a torch.
Oh, maybe we'll get him to keep an eye on our camp because I'd hate to have something happen to our horses and stuff while we're in exploring.
No, that's what Mog is going to do.
Yeah. Oh, that way we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry
Absolutely.
about keeping an eye on another character.
Right. I'd also hate to have something happen to B's character while he's not here.
I mean, that's fair enough.
That too. If we all die in the dungeon, then fair game. But
On the other hand, we'll see if you get through the entire mines this session. You never know. You might be stuck somewhere far away. And then Mog and Celestial to the rescue. We'll see. It's up to
That's
you.
right.
Okay.
Exactly.
You feel free to start. Have you eaten for the day already?
Did we have breakfast?
I think we would have. I normally make something.
We did, because I think we started the day originally with meeting the lady and the kid post ogre
Yes,
situation.
you did indeed. Yes, that's what.
And I was cooking something at the time.
Yeah, I can see that you did roll the d12s and stuff for water and so on. So okay, fair enough.
That was what drew the lady and the kid in, was the smell of my cooking.
It was indeed, yeah. So.
Alrighty. Let us get this show on the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, feel free to start moving towards the doors whenever you want.
So, Mikhail.
Yeah?
From a player perspective, just on this dynamic lighting aspect, I'm seeing everything as gray, and then obviously everything else outlined as black. Do we have to move our tokens onto the board for that?
Your token is on the board. Have I not made it visible?
No, I don't have mine.
Oh, right. Because I did that on all the other maps, but not this one. Sorry about that. That explains it. Vision. Boom. Now you can see it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. When I learned that this weekend, I must have forgotten to do it on the first map.
Well, new tech.
Exactly. There we go. Now you can all see.
Ready. I will start to cautiously lead the group up the stairs. I'm going to take a look and see if there are any tracks or anything indicating that maybe this mine is not as abandoned as everybody thinks.
Roll survival. As you move up the stairs, now these stairs here outside the actual mine are obviously exposed to the elements, wind, rain, and you have to give them credit, the dwarves. They're quite accomplished builders, and these stairs, even though they're several centuries old, have remained very intact, making it hard to track anything here. Even so, there will be things that have been falling down from the sides, these slopes that you can see. It's like you're going into basically a great cutout into the mountain. And there will be some debris and some, what little mud there is, have slipped down over the centuries and pooled a little bit here and there on the stairs. And you can't see a whole lot of cracks here. It's not really enough. It's not like in the forest where it's fairly easy to find broken branches or reeds that have been snapped by someone passing by, or even a footprint. But you do find a footprint on the stairs, just about there. Or, well, you're closer to this place, maybe. And it's the toe portion of a boot that has stepped in some mud that's lying there in the corner of one of the stairs. And how old can it be? You would say within the past month or so?
So I'll pass along. I don't think it may not be as abandoned as everyone thinks. There's relatively fresh boot prints here.
That could be my kin, says Ulm.
Mikhail, can I get a scent off that boot print, or is it far too old for that?
It's way too old for that.
Okay.
But Ulm will obviously, as I did here on the map, speedily come up and have a look at what you found, and he's really sort of bending over it, and he can actually, yeah, this looks like a dwarven boot to me. He's not a half bad tracker himself.
All right, well, that's good to know. I mean, when did your kin go missing?
Within the past month.
So that lines up.
It does.
All right. I will keep my bow slung, but do I still have a spear, or did I get rid of my spear? I do still have my spear. I'll have my spear ready.
Yeah, Ulm has an axe in his belt as well. He doesn't wear a shield, but for now he's having his crossbow and he's loading it with a bolt just in case.
Raynor's gonna light a torch.
Right.
Frida's weapons are all at the ready.
It sputters in the drizzle. It's a humid day today, and it's quite misty.
Okay.
Can't see much more than maybe 100 meters.
Make our way up to the doors.
Indeed. Ulm is eager, so he will be right next to you. Where will Frida be?
Curiosity, amongst our fellows, are any of you skilled healers?
Like the cat, like healing? Question mark.
Like medicine, or I don't know if your weird magic like knits parts back together. Just in case we do encounter things in there.
Yes.
And generally speaking, whoever is skilled at healing, I think we're probably going to want to protect it just slightly more, just in case.
I have a fair amount of skill in healing, but not
okay.
Stitching body parts incorrectly back onto people.
And I have the ability to do healing as a skill, and if needed, can give my essence to others.
Honestly, I would prefer Brainard and Bake to pee at the back anyway, because no offense, guys, y'all are the squishiest.
Right.
Fine by me.
Okay, well, if everybody's ready, I'll motion to either Frida or I've already forgotten the dwarf's name. Ulm. To open the door, and I'll get my bow ready just in case there's something inside.
I will open the door, sword at the ready.
Yep.
I'll kind of like kick it in.
It swings up with a creak, a tormented creak, if you will. And you can see, just a few yards really into the tunnel opening. It's pitch black in there. Just slight echo from the sound that the door made. That's it. Otherwise quiet. Branner has the light.
There's no sense in wasting all of our torches, so I'll stay close to Brainard. Maybe I'll go slightly in front of him.
As you start making your way in there, you will notice that it's a torch holder there, just a few yards inside the gate, but attached to it, below it, is a bell. It kind of just rustles a little bit in the wind. You've stirred the air by moving. It doesn't make any sound at this point because you'd have to pull the cord for it to actually go pling, but it's there. Ulm is of course watching and saying, "Oh, that would be a signaling bell to announce you're coming into the mine, of course."
How Leroy do you want to be, boys and girls?
Ragnar puts his torch into the torch holder.
I will take out my little skinning knife and, if possible, I will very quietly remove the clapper from the bell.
You can do that. As you're moved into this tunnel now, you will notice that, particularly you, Søren, it's cold in here. Fair enough. This is spring. You're high up in the mountains. The moment you left the forest, it got colder, almost winter cold. It's just above zero here, really. But even without the wind, in some caves you can expect things to be slightly more warmer than outside. Not so here. Your breath is still making little puffs of smoke as you go in.
Is this like a natural cold or an unnatural cold?
Who can tell? It's pretty much the same temperature as outside, but
the door was open.
The door was open.
Hey, Olm, is it supposed to be this damn cold in here?
Well, I couldn't tell. I mean, in our mines, of course, we use fires to heat things, but in here, maybe it gets warmer when we get further in. It's possible if there's a lot of waterways in this mountain that things have cracked and some parts of these mines have been flooded, perhaps. Who knows? I know that other places we install pumping systems to keep the water out. There are lots of cracks in mountains like these, you know. Water seeps in everywhere. But I couldn't tell about this one. Some mines are quite dry.
So I'm gonna take and light a second torch and leave the original one that we started with there at the holder. Mm-hmm. Do I have to roll? I'm assuming I roll on my consumables.
Yes.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Exactly.
Yeah. Does a set of stairs looks like they go down here, guys, or do we want to just stay on this level and search it at first?
Yeah, that flight of stairs. That flight of stairs definitely goes down quite steeply.
I agree with Big. One level at a time is better.
Yeah, let's not go deeper until we have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's not descend the levels of hell faster than we need to.
Frida will find it a bit cramped here because, of course, she's very tall. But the humans and the half-elf will not
Seems
really
right to me.
feel it like that.
So I'm like dunking my head, but everybody else is
just
good.
about. It's like you just it's still tall. I mean, they didn't build this for like dwarf size necessarily. Ulm is clearing the space without any problem at all. For him, you know, the ceiling is quite high above him.
Probably just 8-foot ceilings.
Yeah,
because that's
something like
how tall Frida is.
That's just about it. Yeah.
Be careful on the overhead swings.
Pretty much.
Right.
And there, yeah, you see another flight of stairs going down. Not quite as steeply as the first one.
I guess we don't have any choice.
Mm.
notice any other like sconces or anything on the walls, or?
No, not really.
Okay.
Frida, you're still up there. Here we go. Everybody just leaves Frida behind.
It's because Frida's not paying enough attention.
And then you come to that place where Soren very nearly steps over the edge because the light is a bit far behind. This is a large, round chamber, and in the middle, it's just a drop straight down. You'll have to follow the ledge to get to the start of the stairs that are winding down into the darkness below. It's about 8 meters across, and it just plunges down. You can hear strange munching or whimpering noises from down there. And
oh, that's not good.
Maybe it's just bats.
I take a deep inhale. What do I smell?
Musty corpses?
Fun!
Other things that are rotting, perhaps? There's a set of great big chains that are hanging right down past this ledge from a huge winch above you. You can even see it. But they're very, very rusted. Oh, this would be how they bring up the ore.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it sounds like there's more than just ore down there.
I don't like the sound of that.
No. All right, everybody carefully make their way around the...
This would be the start of that.
Yeah. Everybody carefully make their way around.
Frida will turn sideways so that she is hugging the wall.
And it's just, with this torch light, it's absolutely impossible to tell just how far down this stairwell might go.
I'll just kind of drop a sling stone down and see if I hear it hit bottom.
You drop it?
Yep.
I should have done some calculus here.
If somebody can keep my character in the light, I have to go deal with tiny humans.
For sure. It takes a while for that stone to drop. A good long while. You still haven't heard it hit anything in the bottom.
Okay then. So, this is either really deep or it hit something super soft and made no noise.
I prefer to think it's the other thing.
Yeah.
And after a while, you can hear tiny, tiny splish.
Oof. God damn it. Everybody be super careful.
Yep, those stairs are not terribly slippery considering, but still, they're worn. They are worn.
So on the map, do we go like down the stairs, or do we go across and then down?
Yeah, you kind of go across the ledge and then down.
So like this is the start.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. I will quickly check, and I'm pretty sure that those stairs are the other set of stairs that we didn't take, but I'll just quickly double check that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy enough. You'll see that it tracks.
Right. And then we will slowly make our way down the stairs.
Indeed.
Yep.
Which means the first change of maps.
The downside is because we're reliant on the torches, it means we're going to be visible at a long distance from anything that we encounter.
This is entirely true. Okay, I'm going to make sure that Brennar is the one who has the light. because I didn't know who would be carrying the torch. It's a long walk down. A really long walk down. You'd say about, well, who can estimate, but it's a good 50 meters before you actually get to this lower ledge. It's not getting much colder. It's holds as cold as it was when you first came in.
Okay, this is fairly normal design for a mine, where they've got like this central shaft and some sort of machinery.
Yes, it is indeed.
Okay.
That's what we do. The mine has to be, since it is liberated from Huge's embrace, it has to be prepared to meet the surface world, which is not a nice place at all.
Isn't there usually some sort of cart or something I can sit in and somebody can wheel me around? Because that stairs were exhausting.
Who? Ulm is just kind of looking at you strangely.
Really? It's awfully early in the day to play the I'm tired card. Wait till like after our first actual encounter with some sort of evil denizen that's trying to eat your face, and then we'll see about finding a cart. How about that?
In my defense, I was tired since I woke up, but yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
Okay.
The shaft keeps, as you can see here, the shaft keeps just plunging down further. There's no way of telling how deep it goes. But the stairwell ends here, and what you can definitely see is that there are slotted tracks there. And of course you can see the cart that is still filled with iron ore. And here's another one of those torch emplacements with a bell underneath. And there's also...
I'll put my torch in there, one of my torches in there, and light it.
Yep. There's also a weak light that's coming from some kind of shaft up ahead, which helps you see. Ulm will say that, we have on the... when you arrive into the mines, we have antechambers with ventilation shafts, of course.
Okay. Well, there you go, Big. There's your minecart.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
I mean, it looks like you have somewhat limited options as to like where we can push you, but and it doesn't look like there's any sort of stopper to stop the cart from going.
The benefit
down.
is, though, it looks like wherever their minecart was going, it's the beaten path rather than the unused portions. So it might lead us to where we want to go.
I can't fault that logic.
It will go to the cart depots and to the mines, of course, where the ore is broken, and to the shrine to Huge.
These here, are these just like rock formations, or...
No, that's dirt and debris, and the skeletal remains of someone who never made it out.
Okay.
And broken junk, basically.
Okay. Well, we found our first miner.
Yes. Well, maybe some of the legends were true. They never made it out.
I'm not much for religious type stuff there, but is there anything that we're supposed to do with this body?
Whoever this was should be interned into the vault of the ancestors. It would be deeper in the mine.
Okay.
To be embraced by the earth.
We should probably come back and do that after there's impending doom or whatever did that to it to begin with.
Your noses at this point are kind of getting used to the horrid smells. The moisture.
Well, so far nothing has tried to kill us, so...
It's true.
What's that pile right next to you there?
I'll move Frida up as well, because she would be there.
That's just like ore and debris and stuff.
Yes. And lots of boxes lying around. Most of them broken. Yes, the storage, says Olm.
Just in case there's any, evil ghosts or anything in here, I just want everybody to know that I am willing to put the body that we found to proper rest.
Do you have the ability to do that?
No, but I'm willing to, take them to where Olm said and make sure they're buried properly. I just want to make sure that the spirits hear me so that they don't go like, you have trespassed. I just want to say out loud, I'm willing to do the thing so that the spirits aren't angry.
We do have a druid waiting outside to do rite of passage.
This is also true.
Michaela can't seem to move her character.
Oh, I moved her. Have I not made... Yeah, she has vision on. Okay. It's probably because it's not your character to move, but I've moved her up. Michaela, are you having problem with moving your character?
Yeah, it's not moving for me.
Oh, okay. Why is that? There we go. How come you can't move the character? Can you move it now? Nope, apparently not.
No, I lost the ability after the map change.
That's very strange. That has never been a problem for us before.
Could Michaela be on the wrong level?
No. No, we're all sharing the same map. It's very odd. I'll just keep you in the rear for now.
I had some weird Roll20 issues earlier today when I was running Target Trinity too, so...
yeah. Maybe if we get to another map, things will be resolved. Who knows? Yeah, there's a lot of broken crates down here. Whatever was in this storage room, people must have, or monsters, or whatever, must have plundered it since then.
So they look like they've been, like, forcibly opened as opposed to just the wood has given way over time?
There's a mix. Some have been forcibly opened and others have just rotted. Certainly most of the wood here is really soft from a lot of humidity over centuries, and probably some has just rotted away. It's not quite as humid down here as it was upstairs, but it's still humid enough. Let's see now.
Found a long hallway here that goes on.
So you and I have been, let's see now, you've been walking down since... How long would it take to walk down very slowly 50 meters, would you say? Say half an hour? Something like that? Because seeing as you're taking your time with each step and making sure that you don't fall down into the bottomless shaft. You're now slightly higher than you used to be.
Is it any warmer down here than it was above?
No, not in the slightest, actually. As you walk here,
come play with me.
Willem stops. Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, I fucking heard that.
Time for a pants check. I'll roll with disadvantage.
What was that?
Either a ghost or a demon, but I'm gonna fucking kill it.
Now, let's just see what's in here.
Ulm takes a harder grip of his crossbow. Oh, and there you see it. The glitter around you. This is a different chamber. The walls are glittering in the torchlight. Quite beautifully, actually. There is crystals glimmering. It must be, there's something kind of fluorescent on the walls, if you will. And stone benches and sculptures on the wall. But there's a lot of things that have collapsed and decayed. And you can see that there's bone fragments and large shells littered on the floor, somewhere around there. Those large shells look crustacean-like, if you will. Like huge crabs or bugs of some kind.
Hey, Brainer, detect woogity.
Okay.
As you are standing there and looking around, Big, in fact, sees it first. There are some kind of tentacles moving down from the roof towards Soren.
Oh, what the hell?
Elder gods, let's leave.
You can see them now, Soren. They're reaching out towards you.
I grab Soren and pull him back.
Sorry.
You scramble backwards a little bit. The tentacle you seem to be out of reach of it, and it kind of just retracts up towards the roof. And there, in the rooftop, right centrally, like so, there's a huge mass of organic matter that is slowly sort of undulating across the ceiling.
Brainer, light it on fire.
Moving with the speed of a snail, perhaps.
Light it on fire.
So, yeah, I'm gonna step back a little. And I'm actually going to, I'm going to lore. I'm actually interested on what this thing is for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What?
I wonder if this is the voice of the little girl.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So this thing is moving very slowly, is it?
Yes.
Alright. Do I have anything useful? How high up is the ceiling?
It's as before, about 8 feet.
Oh, shit.
Ulm is looking very cross. Oh, that thing is desecrating the chapel to huge.
Oh, this is a chapel.
Yes.
Yeah, if we're not careful, this thing's going to desecrate us.
That makes it super demonic.
Ulm raises his crossbow and shoots. Thumph! The crossbow, yeah, you can hear the noise, and
Well, there goes any deal.
The bolt just bang into that mass and just kind of sits there, and then the mass starts to envelop it very slowly and kind of feeling it out. Maybe, what is this? Is it something I can eat? It doesn't seem to have been bothered at all.
Okay.
So
That's number 2.
So are we walking around it, or are we burning it?
I want to try and cut a tentacle off first.
They're waving lazily. You will notice, in fact, that those bones and carapace shells. I mean, if these are carapace shells, how big are the bugs? They're like a piece of a torso here looks almost as big as your shield, Frida.
In their defense, my shield's not that big. It's a small shield. It's not made for me.
Still a pretty big bug.
Yes.
But they're concentrated under this mass.
Yeah. While Frida is playing with the tentacled beastie on the roof, what do you make of this piece of shell?
Okay. Yeah, sure. We're gonna see what that shell's made out of, / what I can make of it if it actually looks normal. Hey,
You've
one more.
Heard of these? Yeah. There are something called insectoids in this world, and well, basically they are huge insects about the size of a human. Some might say slightly ant-like, perhaps.
So yeah,
they live in colonies.
As strange as it sounds, this looks like a large ant carapace. They kind of, bipeded insects. So this could even be like a, for lack of better terms, a butterfly cocoon type scenario. So,
Brainard, get ready to light it on fire. I'm gonna cut off a tentacle and see what happens.
You swing at that tentacle, and you don't even have to roll. It's a slow-moving thing, and you just chop it in half, and a part of it just slaps down on the ground before you and stops moving. There's some kind of ooze coming out of it, and the rest of that tentacle just goes back up into the ceiling. You will notice that this thing is moving quite slowly. These tentacles. There's no fast jerky movements here. Just by studying it, anyone can roll a survival to suss it out just based on its behaviors.
Hey, Brainard, you want some demon ooze?
Later.
Soren, you will say that you can probably navigate around this.
I'm picturing it kind of like almost like a sea anemone, something that just kind of is there, and if you happen to brush the tentacle or whatever, it will latch onto you, but it's not in and of itself a creature. It's not aggressive per se.
Let's not touch it and find out.
Well, that's what I wanted to test. I wanted to see if 1, cutting off a tentacle would make it attack. 2, if the tentacle was sentient on its own. And 3, if it would starfish grow back.
Well, if it does, that wouldn't be for days. Brainard?
Yes.
Can you carefully, or I'll do it if you don't feel up to it, just touch your torch to the tentacle and see if it burns or burns quickly or anything.
So I will touch the torch to the tentacle that Frida cut off.
Oh, it's thing curls up and burns like anything organic would.
Okay. All right. So, at the very least, if something should go pear-shaped, use fire. It's slow moving enough. I'm pretty sure that if you guys just kind of follow my lead, we can get around it.
Will nods.
Sounds good.
He has reloaded his crossbow.
And we'll kind of go around the side, avoiding any tentacleness. Another passageway. Can we kind of do a sweep of the room, avoiding the tentacles, just in case there is anything of import here?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, as long as you basically crawl around all fours, it's fairly easy to avoid it.
Yeah, we'll just make sure that we're not leaving anything that might be important either.
Wait, was that a noise from over here? Like something shuffled or moved? It was like a sudden rustle, or maybe patter of feet. Not sure.
Alright, let's put a pin on searching this room then.
That ghost bitch is fucking with us.
I don't think it's ghosts. Ghosts generally don't shuffle.
And so we have to switch maps again. I'm just gonna make sure that I've turned on all your. Let's see now. You have. Yeah, right. That's 5 of you. And Brenner is the one with the light again. And you can hear, it's not a very long corridor, but you can hear shuffling, and you swear that you can see light dots, like maybe eyes reflecting the torchlight from further into this room. And it stinks in here. It stinks horrible. And then you can hear from inside. And into the light steps two Saurians with spears. They have seen you.
It would be you slaving fire.
Any initiatives?
We can do that indeed, yes. Is everyone taking for themselves? I'll take one for Womb and one for the Saurians. And the Saurians. Alright, what do we got? Oh, you can move your token now, Big. I'm glad to see that. I don't know what was happening on the other page there. So, who's first?
I got a 10.
That's not good.
I got a 2.
I got a 5.
Okay. Brenner?
If people find it easier rather than using the cards, if you just go to the gear icon, you can change your nickname and just put your initiative in brackets by it.
That's a good idea. Ulm has a 6. And in fact, the Saurians are first. They will come towards you. I'm gonna move the 5 here so we can see them. They're closing the distance fast. Like so. And they will... well, here we go. We have our hidden combinations. I'm gonna go... who do I go with first? Let's go with Frida first, I suppose. I've chosen a card. Alright, I'll flip. It's an attack. What do you have? To defend! Alright. So, it will attack you with the spear.
There we go. Okay. And I'll defend with my shield.
Yep. This means also that they're not getting into... they're doing this from near range, not arm's length, because, you know, spears.
Okay.
So I should probably put them accordingly. They'll be up there. There we go. And with the spear, that's +1.
Do you want me to roll for my shield?
Yes, please. It lunges at you.
Hey, just 1 second here. Shield. And roll.
You managed to almost parry it. It glances slightly off the shield, removing some of that force from the thrust, but there's still a hit. Now, the question for you is, do you have armor? I think you have.
I do, actually.
I remember
I
that
have
you had...
leather armor.
So go ahead and roll for it. Armor roll. You find your armor rating? There we go. Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to find things on my sheet.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, you, Oh, right, because your leather armor is already a bit damaged. Yeah, so basically the Saurian is apparently attacking you in the leg, avoiding your armor altogether, and that causes 1 point of damage. That means that we go to Soren. I will take my card. And I will choose a card.
You said they were armed with spears?
Yep.
I will. Will I do?
Don't know. You will have to decide. Frida, you can take back your card. Alright, let's see. It's another attack. It's an await.
Yep. maybe he's not terribly skilled.
A little bit skilled, maybe. Lunges out. Did you have armor? I think you do have as well.
I do have some armor.
Can I burn a willpower to parry that for Soren?
You can.
Okay. I will do that
Path of
then.
the Defender, I believe.
Yes.
Bang! Out of the way with a longsword. Cool, look at that.
Apparently that's why I got hit, because I was so busy protecting Soren.
Yep. You just knocked that spear right out of the way. And it comes nowhere near Soren. And that ends the Saurian's attacks. Who's next? 5?
Me at 2.
Oh, then it's you, Brennar.
Okay. And so emulates near.
Yeah, I'd say it's close enough, yeah. Just on the edges of your range.
So just to confirm again, because I am half elf, I'm doing emulate at rank 2. Does that require me to do 2 willpower to cast, or 1?
So you can spend 1 willpower, and that counts as 2, and then you roll the 2 dice, but you only spend the 1 willpower.
Cool. And I have the ingredient, which requires a torch or open fire.
Yes. Clearly you have a torch in your hand.
Yep. Cool. Just want to make sure I was doing this right.
So that means that it's a power level 3, in fact.
Okay. So
You roll your 2 dice. Invoking the powers of the fire spirits. Eee! That's a misfire.
okay, let me roll in a nasty table.
Petrifying. Yeah, petrifying. 46. That doesn't sound so good. 46. That gives us... There we go. Oh! This is interesting. As you reach out and channel those forces through you, I have to decide how your appearance is permanently changed, and I'm completely out of inspiration at the moment.
Well, if he's using a firepower, maybe his eyes turn like a fiery red.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Particularly since he's
Almost like
so
demonic.
often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like freaking sorcerers.
Yeah, exactly. You're invoking that firepower so often that it has now left a mark on your eyes. But it also hurts one of the Saurians. This is going to be the this one or the lower one?
The top one.
Top one. Okay. Yeah. It takes 3 points of damage. Ouch. Ugh. You can hear the sizzling of its flesh as it is burned by your sorcerer's powers, and it screams out in anguish. Smacks its jaws together. You hear the clappering of the teeth as they crunch together in gnash and pain. Who's number 5?
That's me.
All right.
So I am going to move forward 1, and I'm going to stab him. Do we need to do cards again?
No. It is out of its actions.
So that is my sword.
Yeah, because you haven't actually taken your quick action yet, so you can do this, yes.
Yep. Yeah, because when I parried for Soren, that's a free action with Path of the Shield.
It is indeed, yeah. No, and it has done its action against you, so it can't even parry. You hit it.
I do.
I do believe they have some hide armor. Yes, scaly armor they have. Their scales are hard and durable. And do remove 1 point of damage. But 1 point of damage goes through, and this was the one that was already hurt. Yes. And as it's writhing there in pain from the fire, immolation, and arcane powers of Brennar, you just come there and you stab it, and it goes down.
Yay!
Yep.
Apparently I found the spot it got burned in.
You must have. Yeah, no, it has 4 points of strength, so it's done.
That's pretty much my turn. I don't think I can attack again, so...
That's correct. 6 is, in fact, Ulm, who will, shoot. Doesn't really have a clear line of sight there, so he'll just step like that and then shoot. So, marksmanship. Really? Not gonna push that. The arrow goes wide. That is his turn. 8 must be big then, I guess. Or is it Soren?
I'm on 10.
Okay, so it's big then. Where's big?
I am 8.
Where did big go? Where's your token? Oh, there you are. What do you want to do?
Obviously I would talk them down in a reasonable manner. Like, what else can you do in the middle of a mine?
They might not be open to suggestion, but you can always try.
You could sing us a pretty song and give us a boost.
Does that actually work?
I suppose I'll just do that then. Do I have to roll for a performance for that, or?
No. If you want to use one of your minstrel talents, you just spend the willpower point. Which one is? Which one would you be using?
I'm not sure. I don't think I can with my focuses, to be honest.
Let's see now. You have.
You could vicious mockery them. Don't you have that one? Where you make them feel bad about themselves?
You can...
I have Sharp Tongue, which is the manipulate, but if they're not sentient, I don't think it works. So.
These guys are sentient. They're slavers.
Yeah, they are sentient. They do count as sentients.
Alright, then I'll do my original plan.
Alright. Are you... Oh, yeah, you shout at them. And try to make them feel terrible. Or scare them, or insult them in various ways.
You're a bad person and you should feel bad.
Exactly. Have you added... Let's see now. You have manipulation 2. Because you're doing the sharp tongue thing, and you have level 2, you get another die. You get another red die for that. So you can add... You can roll one more red die, in fact. Because you need that, and you don't even spend willpower for that. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. It won't actually hurt the Saurian. Maybe it has to do with the Saurian not really speaking your kind of language or something. But in this case, your insult falls on deaf ears. You need 2 6s for it. And since that extra red didn't do anything, there we are. Alright, then we are in fact at Soren, I believe.
You're on mute, Chris.
Sorry, I was typing and I didn't want you guys to hear that. So yeah, since I already had my bow in my hand, I will just quickly notch an arrow, aim at the Soren, and shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the face. That works. I mean, the Saurian won't be liking it, but that was the point. That's a hit. And it does 2 points of damage. Let's see how the armor holds up.
I'll spend a willpower to bypass his armor.
Then you hit, and you hit it square in the mouth as it is hissing and snarling at you. And that hurts quite a great deal. Half its strength. It steps back, shaking its head, and the arrow sort of comes loose as it does so.
I'll just look over at Ulm and go, crossbow, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, Ulm will have to reload the crossbow, which is a slow action. New turn. This Storian will, in fact, back away because there's a lot of you. But it's clittering and clappering, making sounds, and you can hear other sounds further into the cave. It's not alone in here. So yeah, it has made its move. It's moved backwards a bit, basically, into the darkness.
So how far can I go? As far as for
so you can go a
stuff?
zone, and in here a zone is. Oh, you can't even see from there. I'll just do a freehand thing with the yellow. Do a divider like so, and like so. It's still dark, of course.
Yeah, so I'd probably chase up to that.
Yep. That means that you get to draw a hidden combination card, I suppose. Or are you going to do magic on it?
Yeah, no, hidden combinations. I'm gonna see if I can hit it with my staff, hypothetically.
Alright. Since it has the initiative, it will be able to hit you first if it so chooses. Just so you know.
Okay.
Here's the card. That's my card.
Okay, yeah. So one card or two?
One card, because
Okay.
you've
Yep.
used a step by moving. Alright. I'll flip it. I do an attack. And you do an attack. If this hurts you now, you will lose your attack. I'm just saying.
Yep.
I will roll. But on the other hand, it has only 2 points left in its strength. So that does limit its power at the moment. It tries its best to basically just stab you in the gut as you get closer. But it misses miserably, as we can see. So there you are. You can attack it. It has now used both its actions. And cannot do anything more this turn. So feel free to attack. It's a miss. You swing at it. And it goes wide. Then we have... Who was it again at 5? That's Frida, right?
Me, yes. Yep. So I am going to... How many spaces can I move?
You can move just about anywhere in the same zone.
Okay, so I'm going to move up next to it.
Yep.
Get on this side of it. And then I'm going to stab him.
Indeed. And it's a free shot because it has done all its actions.
Yeah, he just tried to attack Brainard. I don't like that.
It did, yes. You're right. Chop it to pieces if you can. And you can't. Maybe it's the dark. Though you do have some light in here between the torch and the ventilation shaft.
It's too short. I can't move properly.
Must be, yeah. It's that roof that kind of gets in your way.
Can't get the right swing.
Ulm will again reload. because he has to do that. Let's see now. Actually, I don't think he's able to do anything else because it's a slow action. So he can move somewhere. He's gonna move up here just to be out of the way and reload his crossbow. That leaves. We are now with Beak. What do you do?
So with the short bow, do I have to ready it first before I'm able to fire it, or?
Yes, you do have to have. So you put an arrow on the string. You were carrying it in your hand, I guess, the bow. So all you would have to do really is to put an arrow on the string and then let loose, which you can do in the same turn. It's fast action.
It's a fast action to prepare and a slow action to fire.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
So yeah, feel free to shoot. It's a miss. The arrow goes
I'm not
wide.
entirely surprised.
You can roll an arrow die to see if you lose one. Then we are again at Soren.
I will, unlike my snide, derisive comments about the crossbow, I'm just gonna look over at Big and go like, nice shot, little to the left, give some guidance to Big as opposed to. And then I will notch an arrow, aim and fire.
All right. And that hits. Are you?
Oh, so that's how it's done.
Exactly. Are you using the willpower again, or letting it have its armor this time?
I'll let it have its armor this time. I need to conserve willpower.
It doesn't have its armor this time either. You hit it. Ugh. It's now hit in the leg as well. It goes through. It glances, mind you. The arrow clatters down on the ground, but it is hurt, and it is hurt grievously. It's limping, and that wraps up the turn. You will now see how the other Saurians are approaching as well, and they will engage with Frida from this direction. 2 of them. 4th is coming from here, and will probably engage Soren, I guess. Brenner, I guess. It's the ones that they can see. So, yeah, this one will in fact try to move out of the way, because it's really hurt. It does not. It tried to get out and it couldn't. Okay, we'll use hidden combination cards again for, I'll start with Brennar. Alright. It's quite straightforward. And, yeah, it's a hit. So feel free to defend. They're all hissing and snarling at you.
Just to confirm, for the defend, I just hit the parry die and then hit roll, correct?
That's correct. This is a thrust, and you have a spear, so you might actually get negative for that, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I think it might be
because you don't have a
-2.
parrying weapon, right?
No, it's just a blunt and hooked
Yeah.
for staff.
So, close combat.
Fine.
There we go. So you're parrying with a weapon against a stab, so you have a -2.
Okay, so my base is 4, so do you want me to just take it off the base? Or do I take it and
no,
put it
you
in
do
the
a
-2 in the
in
skill?
fact. Yeah, you do a -2 in skill. And,
Okay, thank you.
And if they turn up 6s, they reduce your number of successes, basically. They did not. That means that you do, in fact, parry the incoming attack with your staff. Bang! Just
Oof, good job.
sweep it out of the way. Good
Old
job
man knows
indeed.
how to defend himself.
Yes. He's a
Good.
strong man. Now, you can take your card. Frida, your turn. You have 2 of them against you. We will do one at a time. And I will pick a card. Alright. No surprises there.
Sorry, just a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, none here either.
No, these are maybe not, martial artists as such. They're strong, for sure. But there's no little subtlety in what they do. It's brute force from their points of view.
Yeah.
And since it is, again, you are parrying with a shield against a stab, which gives you +2 on your defense. On your
+2,
skill.
so do I add that to my skill die?
Yes, exactly. Let's remember that. We should have remembered that before as well.
Yes, I did not know that, so. Hey,
that.
looky there.
Mastery. Frida is indeed
Screw
a
you, you
wizard.
stupid Saurian.
Yeah, it just gets stuck in your shield. You just bounce right off the shield. Bang.
Don't I have bear claws on my shield now?
Yeah, probably.
It was the antlers. I think the antlers got destroyed, and then we put bear. I want to say bear claws, or it might have been boar tusks. I can't remember.
The second Saurian will also try to attack you. And do you have double defenses? Because...
I can burn a willpower to do it.
Okay. If you
I think
want
I
to.
have a willpower left.
If you have a willpower left. You have to decide.
I'm pretty sure I've got one.
It has a maneuver left anyway, so.
Okay.
I've taken a card. Here's my card.
Oh, it keeps doing that. There we go. There's my card.
Alright. Flip.
Flip. No surprises.
No.
I will let you roll first to see if you even hit me.
I do. That's a.
Do you? Oh, you hit me good.
That's a good hit there. Good solid thrust. With a
Alright,
spear.
let's see if anything actually happens.
You
Oh, two
almost
of it.
parry it, but you parry it downwards with the shield, but I
And it
think
slices my leg.
exactly. So
Yeah.
roll your armor, but it's only 1 point of damage though.
No,
No.
I totally take that.
In fact, one piece of armor, I think both pieces of armor are destroyed somehow. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
your leather is destroyed because you
Yeah.
only had the one left.
That's to my strength, correct?
Yes, 1 point.
Okay, so that's 2 damage so far.
Yep, that's correct. And that's their turn. All of them are done. Which means that we're now at Brennar. You did your defend. That's a quick action.
Yep. So I got a slow left.
Yes.
So, yeah. Well, I'm gonna try and finish off the one that's trying to escape. So yeah. Let me.
Smack him over the face. Yeah.
Do I have to do cards for this?
Yes, yes you do.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'll flip mine. Ta-da! I defend. But now I get the -2 because it's not a parrying weapon. So, this is assuming that you're in fact stabbing it, which you kind of can with just thrusting the staff. That's a good hit. It's good solid smack. It does not manage to parry that, and you cause 2 points of damage.
Yep.
Which is terrible for it because it already had 2 points of damage. It falls down. You smack it over the skull, and it's a sickening crunch from your staff there, and it goes down.
All the little Saurians and Brainers bopping them on the head.
That is, of course, unless I succeed with the armor roll. Because I almost forgot about that. I did not, so it's down.
Yep.
Alright, then we have... Who is number 5? Again, I never... It's Frida. Yes. Time for you to kill something.
Do the ones in front of me have any attacks left? They have any... Do I have to do cards? Do they have anything left?
They do have... No, they have moved, so they don't have any quick actions left. No.
Okay, cool. So... oh, I gotta take my card back.
Yeah. So you don't have to do the cards. You can just kill something.
I'm just gonna put it back in my deck.
Yeah.
And then I will attack the one that's directly in front of me, I guess?
Yep.
So... Attack with my longsword. I hope that that damage doesn't fuck me over.
That's a hit.
Hey, look at that, I hit.
It avoids 1 point of damage.
I do too.
You do indeed. It has... You've slashed it. Where do you slash it?
If it's avoided it with its armor, probably I've taken like a chunk out of his leg or something.
Yep, that's good. A good slash. You can see that red blood of it dripping down on the floor. Is that your... That should be all your actions, right?
That is all my actions.
Okay, then Ulm will try and hopefully hit something this time. Ooh! Look at that! Thump! One Saurian hit. And it negates 1 point of damage with its scales, but that is a lot of damage. Let's see now.
Nice crossbow.
2 points as well, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. That's exactly what was needed.
Apparently that's what happens when you piss off a dwarf Soren.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ulm is just taking aim and hits it right in the chest, and it just... something vital in there was hit, and it goes down. Big.
I'm going to try and shoot. I guess there's a closer one, so they're still within range, right?
Yeah, for sure. This is all close enough. You don't get any negatives in here. If it was slightly darker, you would probably get something, but no, that's a miss again. The arrows goes wide.
I'll have to set us some time for practice later.
Yeah.
Your other left, Big. Your other left.
Oh, I thought you said they left. I was hopeful for a moment.
Stage left.
It's really dark in here. Give me a break.
Soren,
Alright,
will you hit something this time?
Yep, this one here that's on Brainar.
Yes.
I will take aim at it.
Oh, that's a hit as well, for 2 points of damage. And no help from the armor. Ugh. Where do you hit it?
Probably in the shoulder. I'm trying to make sure that I can damage it enough so that Brainar's a little bit safer.
Ah! It cringes as that arrow ripped up a good flesh wound. You've used some arrows now. And it's top of the round, and you have 2 Saurians left here. They're fighting for their lives. What do they do in this moment? They've seen 3 of their kin go down in various sorted ways. there's not really a lot they can do. I guess they'll just have to fight for their lives. Let's do it. Then it's a two-step combination here for... I'll start with Frida this time. Is this the one that does the thing? I think it is. And then this one. You pick two cards now, of course. All right.
I can't see my cards on the board.
Sorry.
I don't know where they went.
There they are. That's one.
Okay.
That's two.
Yeah, there's an attack and a defend there.
Yep. And what I do is a maneuver and an attack.
Okay.
And the maneuver will be... Oh, sorry. A feint. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, I wanted to do the whole sweeping your legs thing. Is that... Well, that's the other one. My apologies. Took the wrong card. Okay, I'll just go with this because I took the wrong cards and that's... So that one just goes by because I'm not going to switch initiative with you. That's silly. I'm going to run in that case. Move one range category away from your enemies. So I'm going to roll a move roll.
Can I attack you while you're trying to do that to stop? Use my...
No.
Oh no, I defended. Okay.
But it fails, so it doesn't get away from you.
Okay.
And
And I don't
your
need
turn?
to defend against that, so...
Yeah, exactly. Which
And
means
then
that
we
it can
attack each other?
It'll be your attack against your defense, I guess?
I guess.
I don't remember how that works. I'll roll the attack roll. We can figure that out later.
I'll roll my attack roll.
Yeah, exactly. The Saurian misses entirely. So that becomes completely a moot question on what kind of thing happens with that.
But I totally stab it.
You totally stab it.
So as it's trying to hit me, I feint to the left and go up under.
Ugh. And it will have to feel the power of your longsword, which I'm sure it doesn't want to feel.
So the extra success gives me an extra...
Damage, yeah. Or a stun,
So
if you want to, do something else with it, like disarm it or something. So do you
No,
want
I'm happy to just kill it.
Yeah, I imagine. So that's 3 points of damage. And it already had 1 point. It goes down. How does that look like?
I'll just take its head clean off.
Ah! It tried to get out of your way and kind of walked into your longsword. Alright, Brennar, your turn.
Frida hates Saurians slightly less than she hates demons. Something about being held captive.
Something about that. So, Brennar, take your 2 cards. I've taken my 2. Alright. Can you pick yours? No? Alright, so my cards are... If I go up that high, I can't see it anymore. So, I tried to hinder. Huh, it's a hinder versus a hinder. And an attack. So, I will try to...
Mines think alike.
Now I have to remember if my weapon actually has hook. I'm not sure it does. Spear? No, it's just pointed. I can't even do that. I can disarm. So I'll try to disarm. I need 2 successes for that. Delay. It was hurt, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I'll try to disarm you. I fail. It lashes out against your staff, and it clatters against it, but it's not strong enough because you're holding it with 2 hands to actually remove your staff from your grip. Your turn to hinder it.
So for a hinder...
Your staff, I believe a staff does have hook, doesn't it?
It does have hook, yeah.
So you can
So I just roll my
either shove
normal...
him or disarm him. If you,
I'd want to shove him to the ground.
Okay.
So just roll my normal attack, I'm assuming?
Yep. And if you succeed, it goes prone. And you succeed! Nicely done! Describe it for us.
Yeah, so basically he tries to go ahead and disarm my staff, and in a quick motion, basically I poke him back and forward towards the ground.
He does indeed. He's now prone. And because of that, it doesn't get its attack. So you get yours. And it's on the ground.
Excellent. So do I add any bonuses for him being prone?
Is it a +2? I can't remember quite.
Attacks against prone, you get an extra 2. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
Just add that to the skill.
Yep.
Okay.
You missed.
Pushing it.
It must be rolling out of the way.
I can push
You
that?
can absolutely push that.
Yeah, I'm pushing that.
You hit. Spectacularly so.
Excellent.
That's 2 points of damage. And it's 1 point of damage because this time the scales actually do help. It is
Only
now-
staff after all.
Yes. It is now quite hurt. You can hear it go "Ah!" as you hit it, but it's not dead yet. And that leaves us with who's next? It is, I believe, Frida's done, Brenner's done, Big, right?
Sure. And I'm going to attempt to not miss.
Huh. No, it's Ulm now. It's Ulm, I'm sorry. Ulm
Here's
goes
me
next.
getting all excited.
Yeah, I know. Ulm will shoot. No, he will not, because Ulm can't shoot. He's reloading his crossbow. Scratch that. Ulm moves a little bit to get a better view and reloads his crossbow. So you can, in fact, shoot. And you miss. And that leaves a Soren left. Against the Saurians.
Is there a penalty for shooting at a prone person?
I don't think so.
Alrighty. In that case, I will take careful aim. I'll make sure that Big is taking her shot. I'll kind of look over and say, like, okay, are you done? And then I'll fire it.
All right.
And that's definitely
a
how
hit.
I'm supposed to do it.
So that's how you do it.
Like Robin Hood's through the air, hits my arrow, sends it down into them.
Yeah, that's 4 points of that. That's one skewered Soren.
I just imagine Chris's character stepping over the sword and be like, boom, straight to his face, like point blank.
I was going to, but then it's like, no, I'll stay back here with Big, and I'll be like, make sure your legs are properly spaced, make sure you aim, draw back to the anchor point, and then I bury it in his head.
It's that lowest center of gravity. That's all I can say.
You might have to maybe aim up a little bit so that you get a little bit better distance.
And so ends that fight. The screams of the Saurians have been silenced forever.
Hey, Frida, can you chop off a hand for me?
Sure thing, Brenner. Anything you need.
Give me a hand, please.
So Frida will happily take out her axe, because I've got a hand axe too, and just dismantle a couple of Saurians.
That's not what they mean by hand axe.
Do you need any extra parts, or just a hand will do?
Just a hand. Rainer picks it up and puts it in his bag.
Ulm is just looking in disgust at this. What are you doing?
You hear her mumbling something about, I fucking hate Saurians, fucking Saurians.
I told you Freddy was handy for something.
Rainer will actually look at and say, that's how my magics work. And he'll actually make sure that, you know, he looked eye to eye now that he's got the red eyes thing going on more so.
Ulm is just... that is... and then mutters something and checks his arrows a little bit. Because I realized I haven't actually rolled for his arrows for a couple of times, so I'll have to do that.
Hey, Brainer, when did you get the cool contacts?
What's a contact?
It's just a torch arrow, you know. Torch light reflect the opposite.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
Alrighty. Everybody is okay. Nobody is like bleeding.
I'm a little wounded.
You
2 points
are
of strength
indeed.
damage. It's all in the legs, mostly, and my armor's busted.
Yep. Yeah, that leather armor will not be... You won't be able to use that again.
Is this something you can assist with, Big? Yeah, I don't think standard healing fixes attribute damage, does it?
Can you do in a hymn?
I could if I had willpower.
Let's see now.
Oh.
You can recover... no, that wasn't it. I was looking at recovery... strength, but no, that was broken. I was looking at.
Yeah, I'm not broken. I've got 2 points of damage
No,
out
I
of
know,
5.
I know you're not. So, that's skills. Skills. It's weird that I don't remember this, but there we go. Healing.
See, healing I have.
Well, I thought
There we
healing
go.
attributed
So-
to healing strength. Like you could heal and attribute or whatever.
You're applying the healing to someone who's broken. Yeah, no, it just says that a person who has suffered so much damage to strength and agility that the attribute has been reduced to 0 is broken. And if you apply healing to her and your roll succeeds, she gets back on her feet and immediately recovers a number of attribute points equal to the number of successes, which means basically that you can't do the healing until Frida is broken.
Okay. So kind of like wounded in the meantime. And
Yeah.
Have to wait till she's
exactly.
fully broke.
Yeah.
It's not gone till it's
That's-
gone, apparently.
That's the difference between the healing skill and the magic.
It's one of those, you know, walk it off, you're fine sort of situations.
Yeah.
Well, if we can get one of us
Yeah.
empathy or willpower, you know, we'll be fine.
Mm. Yeah, nobody actually got hurt from pushing, so no willpower points yet. So
We
there
haven't had
you
to
are.
push anything yet.
No, I know.
Speak for yourself.
So there you are in this lair, if you will. It's cold in here as well, and it's just an absolute mess here. with debris everywhere, and it's just smelling horribly. Not so much maybe in this chamber, but ahead and to the south, there are some absolutely disgusting emanations, and particularly pungent, the smell from the south.
Soren, recommendations?
Let's check this room first, see if there's any signs of almost kin in here, or any sign that they may have made it this far before we head. And I have a feeling that that stench coming from down south is going to be bodies.
Is Frida being bothered by said smell?
I think her nose will slowly adjust to the point where it's just not noticing it anymore, but you really can't use your tracking here because it's just too powerful.
Too strong.
Yeah.
All right. I'll light a torch just so Brenner and I don't have to stay together, and we can maybe search this room a little bit quicker.
All right.
Cool.
I will add light to you. And there we go. You now emit light as well.
So is this like a drop-off, or...
Yes, it's like a pit. They must have dug out because previously when you looked on the floor, it was very nicely tiled, very good stone craftsmanship. But here, it has really been dug up, and all the stone tiles that were the floor in the past have either cracked or just been broken up and taken away somewhere else. It pains Ulm to see this and all the debris. He's not happy at all. Good riddance of those saurian critters.
Does it look like there's anything on the other side of this pit? Like, does it look like...
Yeah,
I suppose I'd have to...
keeps going there.
Okay.
Hey, sentient creatures aren't critters. I hate saurians, but sentient creatures aren't critters.
Ulm just kind of snarls.
Is this something we can easily go down?
Yeah, I mean, it slopes down. It's like a bowl-shaped hollowing out, but it's not steep at all on either side. And it's just absolutely messy around here. And as you keep moving, you find another saurian who is lying on a bale of hay there. Does not have a spear. It kind of looks up towards you as you come closer, and you can notice that it's much wrinklier in the face, and maybe doesn't have all the teeth left, and it's kind of just looking at you, clappering a bit with its jaws. But it's lying there on what seems to be a nest, maybe? And up in the other corner there is a pile of bones, eaten clean over years, possibly.
Go ahead.
I'll aim an arrow at the saurian and kind of motion for it to get up.
It slowly does get up and takes... There is a spear there, but it's not using it as an offensive weapon. It's more like a walking stick for it. It's standing on very shaky legs.
I think it's an elder.
Do you speak Islander?
Anybody know Saurian?
Apparently not.
No, I mean I could howl at it, but it's not gonna do the same thing.
Shall we just put it out of its misery? Says Ulm and aims the crossbow.
It might actually be injured. Maybe we should check this out.
I think it's just old, but
it seems old in your eyes, Big.
In your travels, do you know if saurians understand or can speak like human languages or dwarven languages?
Not that I know of.
They sell slaves. They have to be able to bargain somehow.
It's kind of just waving its fist at you.
I'm going to roar back at it and intimidate it.
It's gonna just sit down on the bale of hay again and look, yeah, scared.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. This pile of bones, does it look like they've been eating creatures, or does it look like, dwarf or human, or?
There are some carapaces, like those insect carapaces that you spotted before, and then there's all sorts of, I guess, humanoid-looking bones. Also bats, rats, other smaller critters.
All right.
Seems to be maybe. You can if you take say a turn. I'm gonna call 15 minutes a turn here to do a survival roll. You can check through them a bit more thoroughly.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that.
I will assist you if you would like. I think it just gives you an extra die.
During that time, am I able to observe the older Saurian to see if I can tell if it's just, old age, or if it's anything actually wrong with them?
Sure, yeah, roll insight. I'm going to say -2 for it being such a strange creature that has a very strange type of body language for you. Oh, that's a negative, actually. So, no, you don't... You can't tell at all. It's just so alien in its facial structure and how it moves that you just don't understand what it...
I'm not gonna lie, I don't trust leaving it alive behind us. I really don't want to be bitten in the ass, quite literally.
But Frida, she literally can't walk without a staff.
Meanwhile, Soren is looking through the bones.
Yeah, I got a success.
Yeah. In the chat.
It looks like they've been subsisting off of whatever they can find for food down here. Some bats, some of those what you call them, Brainer, insectoids.
Yep.
And a good portion of these bones appear to be humanoid.
Are any dwarven to your knowledge?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, I'm lucky to tell you that this is like a humanoid bone as opposed to this is a dwarf bone or an elf bone or whatever.
This is fair.
All right.
I would hazard a guess, though, that they're probably either dwarven or maybe even saurian. Maybe they eat their own.
Well, we can't really ask her to find out, unfortunately.
I will kind of motion over the bone and be like, "You, dwarf, human, yeah."
It points towards the dwarf.
Oh.
Ulm gets really upset by this, obviously, and just raises the crossbow.
So we know it's eaten dwarf. I'm really, really not comfortable with just leaving her here. She might not be able to walk, but she can still crawl, and she can still bite me in the ass.
Brainer at this point will go in the other room.
Feel free to move.
Mister, I want to take cold-hearted.
Just knock her unconscious. Take the spear.
Yeah, that's not even hard to do.
Rita will grab the spear out of her hand and kind of whack her in the head with it.
She's just
Like hard enough to knock her out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind killing folks that are trying to kill me, but.
All right.
Not gonna kill a old woman regardless of her species.
And you, Brenner, are getting close to where that smell is. And you can see now, just in the distance of your torchlight, that green, that is a body of water.
That's gross.
Oh yeah, there's stuff floating in it. Like, lots of stuff. Like, it's gotta be all sorts of debris basically lying in an old pool of some kind, including, you can see it's almost like it's a compact layer of all sorts of organic materials, plants, tree trunks, lots of old bones, and you can in fact see that there is a dead saurian lying in there.
Is there anything moving in there?
I was just gonna say, can we check to see if there's anything moving?
Nope. Oh, it has a huge gash over the throat and over the torso, and it's just lying there and slowly, decomposing and getting mushier.
Nice. Can we make a survival? Oh, go ahead, Chris.
I was gonna say, oddly enough, this is not as bad as what I thought might be down here.
Can I make a survival check to see if there's anything moving in the water other than floating cadavers?
Sure. That would be more of a scouting check, really, but...
Okay, I can do... Yeah, I can do scouts.
Frida is visibly breathing through her mouth.
Yeah. Oh, it's putrid, this cesspool. It's literally a cesspool.
Hey, I'm gonna push that, because I need willpower.
Junk here. Okay.
Success for 2 skulls.
Indeed. You're very confident that this is a dead pool. If there's anything alive, it's just fungi and such that are living on the organic matter that the saurians must have dumped in here.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink it, guys. There's...
No.
Yeah.
But there's nothing in it, other than floating saurians.
That's kind of comforting, I guess.
Everybody loves a, tepid pool of floating saurians in an abattoir of doom.
Alright, we should make our way back then to the temple now that we know what was causing that, the noises that we set out to investigate. It doesn't look like there's anything else from this area.
Friendly reminder from your favorite spellcaster, watch for the big black dude.
So you'll make your way back to where you were before.
Yeah.
And again, you're facing that thing in the roof, in the ceiling. I'll put...
The torch went out.
Yeah, oh, right. I'll light Soren's torch.
I have terrible luck with torches, I'm just saying.
You do.
I can't see anybody else.
Yeah, I can't see anything either.
I'm currently all by myself.
Oh, you can't see anything again? Okay. Oh, your vision is on.
No, my torch went out too.
Oh.
Ooh.
I can't even see the other markers. I can only see me.
Why can you only see you? That's weird. Why is that? I have set.
Maybe my map's not loading properly?
Oh,
No,
did
I've only got myself as well.
Oh, okay.
Huh. That's strange, because it worked before when we were here on this map. And on my player map, I can see everyone. That's very strange.
Try reloading the map, maybe?
Yeah. Will you try to on your end?
No, I'll give it a try and see.
Because
Yep,
they're
same.
all set for vision, and the ones who are supposed to be emitting light are doing so.
Reloading fixed it for me.
Good. Happy to hear it.
Mine is still reloading.
And we are good.
Okay. Good, good. Yep.
Hey, I can see people again.
Yeah, you're all move through the chapel and along the rail.
Yeah. Avoiding the black goopy stuff.
Yes, of course. And as you move along,
Ventu, the blood mist took you 15 nights ago. All that's left. Your bow, turn around, hop it in the snow.
Nothing creepy down here at all. Did you guys hear that?
Oh, I totally heard that.
Yep.
Ulm is kind of just watching the walls and the ceiling as you keep going through this area.
Come at me, little demon child.
And that means that we have to switch maps yet again.
I found the edge of the world. The world is flat.
Oh no.
Let's make sure that I have your... let's see now. We have... Soren is emitting light.
Yes.
So is Brennar.
Since I'm currently carrying a torch, I'll put the bow away and have my battle axe handy.
Indeed. And just
Mikkel, I can just say I recognize the voice you used for the little ghost girl, which makes it even more fucking scary. By the way.
she had fun recording it.
I bet she did.
Alright, so... Whoop. Where did I end up now? What? That's not at all where I'm supposed to be. There, okay. There we go. I got myself to the wrong map and everybody else to the right map. As you keep walking down this corridor, Ulm will look down. Oh, look, see? And in fact, Soren can see. There is a flask lying there. Someone must have dropped at some point. Look! I'm sure this must be for my kin. They must have come down here.
I will fall back a little and whisper to Brainer, or fall ahead or whatever, and whisper to Brainer, are we sure he's going to want to see what we're going to see? Because I don't think he's going to want to see what we're going to see.
That's for being to deal with.
Okay, just telling you.
What are we doing?
That's about the reaction I'd expect too.
And Soren, as you get closer there to the edge there of the stonework, there is the ground kind of gives way a little bit and starts sloping, and then it just drops off into the dark. There is a ladder there, as you can see. Big, you're standing close to a long corridor that just stretches into the dark. And those are wooden pillars that are holding up the roof, apparently.
I don't feel like climbing down into a pit right yet, guys.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's check out this hallway.
I'll follow from the rear this time.
Again, something about the depths of hell.
That is where the mines, the ore was mined. He's pointing down towards the pit.
I'm sure it's all sunshine and rainbows down there. You know what? Animals don't feel the need to dig ore out of the ground. They get along just fine.
Yeah, and they do never get to use such nice iron tools as we have, and steel.
Yeah, I think they're okay with that.
As you keep moving down, you're moving a bit faster. As you keep moving, this is a long corridor stretching into the dark in the distance. So let's have a look at that. Again, I have to start.
Soren won't obviously admit it to anybody in the group, but he's a little on edge, being like out here. Spooky shit happening.
Rainer's in his element. This is great.
Rita is definitely sword at the ready. Wolfkin are a very superstitious people, so you know we're still very tribal. She's not digging the ghosty shit at all.
I'm sure.
Dark, dank, and miserable. I'm not exactly in my element either.
Not at all.
Yep, this is fine. This is fine.
It's all fine.
This is not fine.
It's all just spiffy.
Sunshines and lollipops, guys. This is fine.
Exactly. No problems at all.
Hey
Nothing
man,
scares me.
If I die fighting some little demon child, well then, that's a life well lived.
Well, it's important to have goals. Mine is to not die.
That is a reasonable goal. Okay, is that all black now for everyone?
Nope.
Nope, good. Oh,
We're
there
good.
we go. Okay.
Mine is still up. Oh no, there we go. I'm lighting up. Sorry, it was like the bottom corner of the map.
Yeah.
The map was all the way over. I gotta
tagging
admit,
along.
this dynamic lighting thing is screwing me up.
Pretty
It is
neat,
really
right?
cool, but it's really hard to focus on things.
Pretty neat. You will hear now a sound further into the darkness. It's a chittering sound. It doesn't sound at all like the saurians.
Hey guys, I think there's crabs down here.
Yeah, exactly. More like carapace moving
we do
against
some
the
healing on
stones,
that?
maybe.
Is that those ant things?
Yeah, I think the insectoids might be down this way. So, ready your arms.
Do you have a torch currently, Brenner?
Do.
Yeah, Ulm has his crossbow ready. That's for sure. It's a long tunnel here, and I've sort of shortened it a bit for the sake of the narrative. Ooh, what is that? Soren, if you look north, there's a blue glow up there.
A blue glow underground. That can't be good.
Oh, it's our vault, our tombs.
That's not reassuring.
I don't want to follow the eerie blue light. That's usually where the ghosts are.
There's something shuffling towards you from the tombs. They are
Zombies!
dwarves.
I will drop the torch at my feet and draw out the bow.
Told you he wasn't gonna want to see this.
Pale and still walking. Some of them are, well, have decomposed somewhat, let's just say.
Zombie dwarves.
Wobbies.
I will shoot the closest one in the face.
Feel free to.
Oh, ignore that. There we go.
That's a good hit. How many points of damage is that? That's
2, because the bow's base 1.
base 1. 3 points then, altogether. Because you do have 3 successes.
Oh, I do, look at that.
Yeah. So, I guess the closest one?
Yep.
Need to check if they have any special... Nope. Okay. 3 points of damage on the closest one. It sort of... Yeah, it's hit by that. It staggers a little bit.
Good
but
news,
it
guys,
keeps
they're
going.
solid.
It keeps going. So what do the others do? Ulm can take a shot as well, if you want. I guess it's time
Ulm,
for
take a shot.
initiative again. Yeah. I guess it's time for initiative again, everyone.
Yep.
I will deal 1 for Ulm and for the undead dwarves. To me. Ulm is not moving anytime soon. And the undead dwarves are at number 6. Everyone has super low initiative. That happens. So they're shambling towards you. You've already used your action there, Soren. I don't know who's who now. 7, 8. Ulm was
I'm at 3.
8, I believe. So who's 7?
I am 9.
Uh-huh. Who's 8? Was that Soren?
No, I'm on 7.
You're on 7. Okay, then 8 must be Ulm. He will shoot. Just like you did. And shoot at the same one. And you put it down for good. If he can. And he can. And that's a 2 point of damage because, of course, it's a crossbow. And down it goes. Ugh. Right in the head. And it just collapses in a pile. The others will move. And now it is everyone else's turn. Big, do you want to shoot at it?
You mean have another chance to miss? Absolutely,
yes, you do.
I do.
That's a hit. You hit it. Your arrow is now sticking out of the body of an undead dwarf. How does that make you feel?
It's good to finally hit the broadside of a bar.
And I reach out kind of absent-mindedly and like pat Big on the shoulder, be like, "Good job."
I just needed a shorter target. That's what.
Now
it
the
Hey,
undead
there you go.
dwarves will close the distance. I guess Frida's the closest. You're out of arrows, Big. Again, this
You
is
get hit with your last arrow.
yeah.
Are they smart enough to do combination cards?
Nope. They will
Okay.
simply attack you.
And I will parry.
Indeed.
I'll let you roll first.
There we go. Ah,
They,
They are-
don't hit.
trying to bite you, basically.
Oh,
Ah,
well,
ah.
they can't get through my fur, I guess?
I guess it couldn't. The other one can.
Okay, well, I will parry that sucker then.
Mm-hmm. Ah,
No.
or not.
Can I push that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, hold on a second. And that is... Is it my strength die or my skill die I go down? Nothing? Oh,
no,
right.
nothing goes down. You didn't have a skull on anything, so now you have.
I got a skull there.
Yeah, now you actually missed that parry, and now you're hurt yourself for another point of strength, which means that it in fact does hit you with its bite.
No, not yet. I got 2 more.
Oh, you have 2 more. Okay.
No, I got 2 more before I'm broken.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Michaela was asking me if I was broken yet.
Yeah. This is a bite that will hurt you quite a bit. I do believe it does 2 points of damage.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. It just chomps down really hard on your arm, I guess, because you're waving the shield about. And that is not so good, because of course those mouths are not clean at all.
So I got 1 point till I'm broken.
You should probably just lop off that arm, though.
And
Yeah, that one.
Does it do anything extra? Like, am I infected or anything?
you might. Let's see now. This is okay.
It's
You're
gonna
doing a post roll for endurance against the virulence rating of the Disease?
Endurance. Where would I find my endurance?
That's a skill.
That's a skill?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I see it. I'm gonna push that.
Mm-hmm.
If I push it, I'll what?
I'm rolling for the violence.
Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. Just give me a second. There we go. Ooh.
That's not good. Well, it's not gonna hit you just yet because it takes a while for this disease to affect you. But tomorrow, you will feel bad.
Y'all are gonna suck if you have to fight a zombie werewolf.
So you have to roll then for your endurance per day, because yes,
until I cure this disease.
Exactly.
Is my healing or anything able to help in any way?
Let's see now. I haven't had to play with the medical aid. If you are cared for by someone during your sickness, this person can roll your sickness roll instead of you. The healer rolls for healing against the virus of the disease. Okay. Yeah, so you can basically treat her and keep her from getting worse.
I'll just stand behind her while she's fighting and do triage.
Yep.
I think that'd be tomorrow when
If
she
your
also gets
strength
it.
is broken when sick, you die after another day if you don't get well before that.
So if I go broken, I die.
Yeah. But remember now that you can still, if you go broken now and you have a rest for a quarter day, you will get your strength points back, and then the virulence, except of course you can't recover your strength or agility while sick except through magic. There you go.
Good thing Big's got magic.
No, she doesn't. Not that kind of magic. Druidic magic would help. If Celestial Passage had such. And he's not here.
I thought your Path of Him healed.
No, that's not magic. That's just a talent for
Oh, I thought.
No, it's not magic.
Yeah.
Trainer.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, so that's their attacks against you. We have number 7, who is.
That would be me.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot the same one that Big shot. Hoping to put it down.
You do not.
I will push that because we need to put these things down because Frida is on the verge of going down. Let's go no, one less base die. There we go.
That's a
Ooh,
hit.
Fuck.
And you sprained yourself pretty badly as you do it. That's 2 points of damage.
It's 3 points because I had 1 on the initial roll as well.
You did? No, that's a skull on the first one.
Yeah, I had a skull on the first one, and then I got 2 more skulls when I pushed, so that's 3 total.
No, the skulls are damage to you, not to the thing.
Yes.
The cross
Yes,
sword.
3 damage to me, 2 to it.
Oh yes, okay, yes, 2 damage to it. Yes, exactly. Okay, so it's not quite down yet. But you are in trouble. On the other hand, you got 3 willpower. 8 would be Ulm, who... Did he take a shot? Yes, he did before, didn't he?
He did.
Think you skipped over 3, Mikhail.
Oh, 3, I'm sorry. 3, go ahead.
Yep. So I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to blood bond with Frida again.
Give her some strength back.
Yep, gonna give her some oomph back. I'm only spending 1 willpower because this can absolutely go sideways and break me in the process. So.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Just this can go sideways and kill us both. So just hold on for a second. Yeah. So 1 base. I don't have the ingredient, but I do have psychic power. So
that's 2 dice.
I only roll still 1 dice, right?
If you want to have
blood
power
or
level
mine?
2, you roll 2 dice. You only spend 1 willpower, but if you want to use your psychic power, you roll 2 dice.
Okay, and I guess according to Frida, I've got her blood, so that counts as.
Yeah,
I'm currently bleeding.
She is currently. Yeah, exactly.
So 3 dice, or it just adds an extra success because of the ingredient.
2 dice and an extra success because of the bleeding.
Okay, cool.
It works. You reach out with your hand. She feels the warmth and recovers 3 points.
And I lose 3 points.
No, you lose 2 points.
It's 1 for 1.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
No, it's literally my essence leaves me and goes to you.
Yeah.
And Rainer's getting the heck out of the fray because that was my slow, and I'm moving back.
Yep.
Do I have to do a move roll to get out of proximity with those guys?
I'm gonna say no because they were fighting her.
Okay.
I'm letting you get out of there. Because I'm nice that way. Then Ulm will shoot, I guess. Oh, did we say that he had shot? Where is my...
Yeah, he did shoot.
He did shoot. Okay, there we go. Yeah, then he will simply have to reload his crossbow, or grab his axe and attack. You know, I'm gonna do that instead because Frida is in a bit of a spot, isn't she? Ulm will save you. He grabs
Ulm is
his
probably
axe.
also angry at what's been done to his kin.
Yes, he is indeed. Now, if he grabs his axe and steps forward, he can't attack because he's actually preparing the axe this turn. So whatever he does, he doesn't get to attack. Let's see now. His melee, his marksmanship is much better. So I'll just reload that crossbow. That leaves who? Is everyone done?
Nope. Frida and I still have to go. I think
Okay.
I'm 9 and
Yes,
you're 10,
Frida.
so
Yeah.
I will, I guess, put
Shoot
my
your-
bow away and take out my little dagger.
Oh.
Ready that I'm out of options at this point, so I'm kind of furious that she's bleeding all over the place and I can't really help her yet.
But I'm gonna
so, yeah.
just to inform you here, Big. If you drop your bow, and it's gonna be like for Ulm that you can't attack this turn because you're out of melee range. You can attack. Oh, you don't have any arrows left.
That's right. So I
This
can't
is what you
do
do.
a whole heck of a lot right now.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Frida's turn then. to
Frida
destroy
damn
one
well
of them.
can.
Yes.
Not anymore. I am gonna swing at that dwarf in front of me.
Does Big have any willpower right now?
No.
Nope.
Shitty.
I'm gonna push that.
Feel free to. Yeah.
It's -1 base die.
Yep.
God damn it!
Not your day, is it?
You can use
No.
your pride. You can use your pride
I
if it applies.
can use my pride because
You
they're
can.
attacking my pack.
They definitely are.
Mostly you.
Roll a d12. Get some successes. Roll better than Soren usually does.
My pride is at the top.
Oh, good lord. You just lost your pride.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Who succeeds with the pride rolls in this game?
Celestial Passage.
Yeah.
I've succeeded once.
Yes, you have.
But that pride is long and I passed now.
It is indeed.
So do I have to come up with a new pride, or can I get that one back?
No, you'll have to come up with a new one.
You have to play the next game without one.
Yep.
And then a new one comes in.
That's a bad situation.
Goddamn dwarf.
Does that mean that we're through all of them?
Up in the order. Yep.
Yep.
Oh dear.
That's Soren, or not Soren, Brenner again.
Yes,
Unless it's the
Brenner's
zombies.
first.
Me?
Yep.
Well, I'm still holding the torch conveniently, and I just seen the gong show that was.
Everyone is trying to get
Rita.
their weapons out.
Yep. So
In my defense, my arm's busted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna try and emulate again.
Yep.
Got a little bit of willpower left. Might as well use her. And
Yeah, one of them has taken 3 points of damage already. The other is completely intact at this moment.
one base, got ingredient, psychic power,
Yep. 2 dice then.
or 3.
Oh, you're gonna go for 4 points of damage. Wow. Okay. That just bursts into flames. I guess you're going against the undamaged one? Because
Yeah,
you're killing
sure.
it, right. It just starts burning, crackles, and falls over on the ground.
Brainer had enough.
Just burning from inside.
They've almost killed your favorite werewolf.
Yeah.
And she seems to be a little bit more incompetent than normal, so, you know.
They
Yeah.
bit my arm.
Yeah, the next one will try to bite you again.
They bit my sword arm.
There we go. It hits. It is severely damaged from all the arrows and whatnot that has been attacking it. But it does have a little bit of strength left.
Alright, I'm gonna try and parry that again.
I think that's a good idea.
I don't want to be more diseased than I already am.
Mm.
Please work. Yes! Yes!
It does. It bites your shield.
Fuck.
It bites your shield. And just chews on a big chunk of wood.
Good. Fucker.
It's done. It's done with its move. So who's next? 7?
That'd be me. So I'm going to gauge the distance carefully, and I'm going to, still feeling that sting in my fingers, but I'm going to let loose with an arrow at that one.
Yeah. That's a hit. Clean enough. 2 points of damage. It goes down. What does it look like?
I'm just going to, carefully, I'm going to judge so that I don't accidentally hit Frida, knowing that if I do, she will probably drop. And then I will just put it right through the thing's mouth as it's coming in to bite her.
And it just keels over. Ulm is standing there and... Desecration! Desecration! That is the tomb of the miners who died here. They have risen. Oh, what kind of demonic force has done this to my ancestors? You haven't seen dwarves cry often, but this one does. Gnashes his teeth.
I told you bad woogity shit was going on down here.
I need... We should...
Okay.
Can we...
Everybody just gonna hang back here for a second. I'm just gonna go see if there's any more of those, okay?
Likewise.
Please don't die.
Ulm goes into that corridor as well, with his crossbow at the ready now.
I will stop him and I will say, get your ass back there. My plan, if there's any, is to lead them down this corridor of death.
Very well.
If they rush you up there, I'm leaving you.
He goes back, but he's sitting with the crossbow, just aiming it down the hallway.
Frida's holding the entranceway with her sword.
Yeah.
Okay. I am gonna go. I know I'm carrying a torch, but I'm gonna go as stealthily as I can to see if I see any movement. So I'm gonna go quietly.
Yeah, there is no movement down here at this point.
Okay.
It is quiet. It is calm now. And this blue glow coming off the walls, it's some kind of fluorescent blue moon rocks that have been embedded in beautiful shapes and geometric patterns, which means that you don't really need your torches that much in here. But you can see those 3 tombs that the lids have been taken off, and you know that must have been where these undead dwarfs came from. Apparently the rest are undisturbed. There are some things up in the alcove up here. Some items lying.
Once we know that this area, that there's no more undead things, we'll motion for the rest of the group to come up.
Yeah. And you will notice that those things up in the alcove there also include some oil lamps, in fact, and barrels of lamp oil.
Barrels?
Yep. Small
Okay.
barrels.
Alright. I will, just in case, I will give Big a couple of arrows.
Yep. That lowers your arrow die 1 step and gives
Yep.
Big a d6 of arrows.
Yeah.
You're starting to lose a little bit of sense of time at this point. You've been walking for quite a while, but it must be a couple of hours at least.
Yeah. We should probably make our way back to base camp. I think Frida's going to have that bite mark looked at.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so hot, guys.
Yeah, I definitely want to take a look at that thing, especially after you were treated.
Yeah. So yeah, we should definitely. I would like once has done whatever he needs to do in here, and I quickly glance around for anything that might be valuable.
Oh, there are some things that are valuable down here, in fact. There are, in fact, a gold piece lying on the floor.
Excellent.
And not only that, some other coins as well. Namely...
Does it look like it fell off the zombie's eyes?
Possibly. There's also
would our companion be kind of mad if we started looting dwarf corpses?
Well, they're technically on the floor. There's also 6 copper pieces lying there. So that's something. Also, one of the kegs, Ulm will be able to tell you this, is in fact not lamp oil. It is dwarven ale.
Oh.
Honestly, from my perspective, it tastes
They've kept the grave ale here. We usually used it for, well, just toast the dead at their departing. But it's no use leaving it here. It's a sacred ale.
Well, let's bring it back to camp and we can once again toast the dead from camp.
Indeed, we will have to do that. So you decide to head back to the surface and try to do that. And now we have 10 to 11 here in the Maritimes. which means that this is a very good place, I think, to wrap up the session for today. You have started exploring the Stoneloom Mines and heard some voice of a young girl that may suggest something about the legends. Are they true? Are they not? Is she a demon? Is she a ghost? Exploring these mines further might give you more answers.
And, yeah, we definitely need to get out of this musty old tomb and into some actual light and some fresh water and stuff so we can look at that wound.
Will we be able to do that before next session? Or will that require...
We'll play through it. Or possibly, it depends on if B is available. I don't want to have him sidelined for an entire session in case things happen as you move out. It could be a good segue for him to get back in, for sure.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Everyone for watching. Thanks for playing. Stoneloom Mines have not yet revealed all its secrets. So, yeah. Let's see what happens next time, right?
Hey guys, hopefully I won't be a zombie by next game.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks,
No
guys.
epilogue tonight because I was busy with the coursework and grading and stuff. So there we are. See you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, have a good night, guys.
See ya.